These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
Good to see you're getting along. So, broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you returned.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Eitri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
To solve this task, we must put our minds together. Well, my mind and...
Lord, hard shelf. Hold circle fast travel.
I have work to do.
Lord, hold circle.
Run up the sail!
Lord, hold circle fast travel. Lord.
This area is off limits. So this is where Sinmara creates a mysterious army.
Lord, hold circle fast travel. Find and destroy the fugitive hostile army. Find and destroy the futurist Muscle Army. Find and destroy the futurist Muscle Army. Find and destroy the futurist Muscle Army.
This is just a small vengeance for what you did to Freak.
Gold. Gold circle fast travel. Gold circle fast. Gold.
Eivor!
Sail! Igloo! Catch the wind!
So this is... So this is where the she-demon stores her precious supplies.
The old one!
Oh, shame this
Have to repair that.
Village Recamper.
You bleeding dunghill!
Village Recamper. Village Recamper.
Soon Suther's warriors will have
Aqua. Village Recanto.
Soon, Sutra's warriors will have grumbling bellies and only
Village
sticks with which to
Recanto.
fight.
Village Recanto. Village Recanto.
Ragnarok. I bring my own.
A good horn! Let's get out of here!
Lord. Hold circle fast track.
Unleash the beasts.
Village Haven, Sweden. Village cake for 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 Sweden.
Without these lands, no further beasts can be bred. No more piggies for you, Sinbad.
Village cake for Sweden. 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 Village gate for Sweden. Village gate for Sweden.
I must release them too.
Over now!
Village gate for Sweden. Village gate for Sweden. Village gate for Sweden.
Once Balder's free, he and I shall feast on the roasted flesh of these mighty pigs. Now Sinmara will negotiate Balder for the Salakar, and then together he and I will steal it back.
Move. How the shelter is safe.
Did anyone follow you?
Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know...
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains, it holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf Hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigr, Calder, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Salakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Seda?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutra.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Sinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Salakar holds, it must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
Nah, I'll reclaim it once Balder is safe. Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know...
Move. How the shelter. side up. Hold circle fast travel.
Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know, impossible is impossible. Retaking the Salakar won't be easy. I may have to release Loki and ask for his aid. His talent for theft is unmatched. What I have done to him, and him to me. Once I have rescued Balder, we will be even. Loki will see that.
Hold circle fast.
I must announce my arrival.
Door.
You bring that which is Sutter's.
Give me what is mine, and I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Balder, I got you. I got you.
Let's end. Stronger. You're mine.
Find a way into the prison.
Balder must be close for the illusion to
Find a
work.
way into the prison. Find a way into the prison.
Eyes open.
Find a way into the prison. Find a way into the prison. Find a way into the prison. Find a way into the prison.
Not getting away from me. Together we have this.
Search for BALTR.
Balder's behind one of these doors. Locked cells.
Find where
I
BALTR
must
is
find the
being
proper
fed.
keys. Truly,
Golden
Calder.
nooks. Press
Truly.
across the doors.
Dare to
Close them.
torture my
Find
own
where
flesh and
BALTR
blood.
is being fed.
If only I could bring you back from the dead and kill you all over again. This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him.
Find where BALTR is being fed. Find where BALTR is being fed. Find where BALTR is being fed. Find where BALTR is being fed.
It is written in Balder's hand. No light, but only darkness visible. Revealing sights of woe. Realms of endless agony. This hopelessness, it is not the Balder I know. No matter his pain and turmoil. There, beyond that door lies the dark heart of the prison. And my son.
Enter the torture chamber.
Key bearing a skull. No. No.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe. Symbol of hope. Renewal. But not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you.
Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim.
Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort.
I've seen dwarves with better stature.
Take care of it. Damn you, Asa!
Still ringing my ears like glorious music.
So focus! We have this! The fire unites! Hey, wait!
Like glorious.
You're going down! Get back here!
Finally! The hero of Asgard. But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver. Come to the flame. You never fail to disappoint. Attend me. What is it? What did you see?
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before I began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Balder! Harvey's son. You know what I mean.
So Balder met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There's more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you who rejected the vision. Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace it, the vision will not return. Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Meet me in the forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning?
Lord.
My bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Evil.
The mason who sought renown.
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brukker and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangren. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes. until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud.
The king and his legacy.
Are you and Bridget well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
You have one to share, Gunnar. The legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Hreidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Hreidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Hreidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. "The great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Hreidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Hreidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Hreidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away." Hreidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Hreidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Hreidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Hreidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
The consequences of Thor's folly.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valka's special sauces again?
I'm troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook. Mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, The massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse, and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a lark that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend.
The miner and his calling.